Hey everyone, this is Rob over here at BuneBape, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I'm going to bring you all another old school moneymaker, and this time it's going to be fairly unique, or at least unique to me. I had never heard of it previously. The only reason I found out about it is because I was exploring the wiki while training some smithing. If you want to check this out live, that's where this clip is from. You can check us over at twitch.tv/BuneBape, where we're live pretty much literally every single day so far. And if you do enjoy this video, or it does help you make some money, make sure to drop a like. It really does help the video get noticed by others and improves the community. Also, if you want to see more content like this, we are pushing out a lot of videos recently, so make sure to subscribe. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the moneymaker. So this moneymaker, as far as I understand, is not exceptionally new or anything like that. It's just not very much talked about. I had never seen a video about it, at least, and so I figured I'd make a video and try to help some people out, maybe in a situation like myself. Currently I'm at 80 smithing, but as far as I understand, this will work with anything above steel. So if you are doing steel, myth, adamant, rune, this could potentially make you a huge amount of money and also a huge amount of experience at the same time, which is fairly unique for a lot of skilling methods. And this one actually ends up making you a ton of both. It's a really nice sweet spot, and I actually really enjoyed the hour that I tested. I actually did it all the way from 78 to 80. I plan on doing it longer, and so let me get into the actual method. The actual method does require that you have a coal bag, and this is not necessarily going to be a guide on how to do the blast furnace. I may come out with one of those later, but this is going to be for people that kind of get the gist of how the blast furnace works and everything like that. So I kind of did this test for everyone, maybe in a situation like myself, where they've been doing smithing for a little bit, but they are constantly running out of money because they're doing the gold with the gold gauntlets method. If you know what I mean, the gold gauntlets come from the family crest quest. And along with those and smithing gold, you can get some of the best, if not the best, smithing experiences per hour, anywhere from 300 to 350,000 per hour, which is definitely not a joke for any skill, especially smithing. Unfortunately, this does come at a cost because unfortunately, buying gold ore is pretty expensive and selling gold ore is pretty cheap. So as you can see, you run out of gold pretty quick. So that's why I went to this method and actually found it to be a great compromise. So for myself, I actually am using adamant with this method. You can use, like I said, anything that is above steel. And I would highly recommend using and getting a coal bag for this method. If you don't have one, I'd honestly just stick to doing straight up steel or iron until you're able to get it. I'm assuming you're going to be a lower level in this case. If not, just stick to some other moneymaker or stick to gold. The hybrid method is really only for people that have the coal bag because it does work so much better, essentially making it so that you're running 2 trips at a time, and it really does make this method flow much better. So unfortunately, you are going to need that coal bag from the motherlode mine. As far as the methods goes, let's get into it though. You're going to have to deposit a few stacks of coal, one in your inventory, one in your bag originally, and then you can switch over and start doing gold. So it's going to be gold and coal in your bag, and every time you bring gold to the furnace, you're also going to be bringing coal. So this is really nice. It only takes up 1 inventory slot, but you're essentially bringing an entire inventory of coal. And by the time you get up to about 100 coal is where I like to be, around 90, 99. And that'll be nice because then after you do 2 inventories of gold and coal, you can go back and get your adamant as well as coal. Of course, if you're doing mithril, then you're going to do 1 trip of gold and then 1 trip of mithril, so switching off every other. Of course, it's going to depend on what type of ore you're doing, and if you are doing runite, for example, you're going to do, I think, 3 trips before you actually do your trip of runite. So as far as adamant goes, that's what I tested, and that's what this test is going to be based around. So every 2 trips of gold and coal, you would then switch it out to adamant. After you do that, you're going to be getting the adamant back. What's actually really nice about this method is that adamant makes around 1.2 million gold per hour. So definitely nothing to laugh at as far as GP per hour on a skilling method. On top of that, it only gives about 100,000 experience an hour. So honestly, only 1/3 as much as the gold method. But like I said, you'll be reaping in the profits. So what we aim to do with this method is to split the difference and kind of make a compromise, making it so that you get a good amount of money while also getting a decent amount of experience. So as far as the numbers go, I'm going to have some images up on screen so it's easier for everyone to understand. But as far as experience goes, I got 200,327 experience in this hour. Is actually an hour, 1 minute and 12 seconds for anyone that actually cares about being that precise. But as far as that goes, that's a really good amount of experience. Like I said, it pretty much exactly splits the difference between the 300k from gold and the 100k from adamant. So I think that was overall a real nice success. And as far as the cost goes, it ended up costing me around 2,372,552 GP up front. But I ended up selling all of that product for 2,828,696. Nice. Yeah, I was able to sell all that for quite a bit of a profit, making around 450,000 GP per hour or 2.3 GP per XP. So honestly, a really, really nice method overall. That doesn't include the staminas that I'm using, as well as the cost for running the blast furnace. Of course, there's a cost if you're on one of the blast furnace's worlds, and also if you're sub level 60, it doesn't include that cost either. But either way, it's going to be a nice penny regardless, because you're going to be making money while having some of the better experiences as far as smithing goes. Of course, like I said, it's not the best of the best, but this is great news. It's going to allow you to continue to run gold and make money at the same time. So like I said, it's not the best of either world, but maybe it's a nice difference in the middle. Overall, I really liked this method. I did it from 78 to 80, and that was my overall goal, and I enjoyed it the whole time. It kind of kept me on my toes, switching between the coal bag and the gloves. And I did mess up a few times, of course, especially at the beginning, putting on my ice gloves before I got the gold bonus. But it was a great learning experience, and I'm glad I tried it out. Overall, I really like this method and would recommend it to anyone to try out for a little bit. And like I said, it made a good amount of XP, a good amount of gold, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I decided to try out the Ring of Endurance for some reason on this money-making method and got merged for about 3 million gold. So in the end, it doesn't matter. We're just out here to have fun and help some people out. So I hope I helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all very soon.